going to read a few stories from my first book, Scars Make Your Body More Interesting. Over the loudspeaker. The heart is engaged at the moment. It will speak to you later. But the heart should always speak first, before the head. No, that is why we have a head. It will speak first, and it will consider the heart's wishes when the time is ripe, when we can work it into our schedule. Or, I admit, when the heart makes so much of a fuss that we are forced to listen. We are taught to respect the heart and its tenderness. A cold heart is one which the head has neglected to plug in. When the heart speaks, the head sits back in the audience and looks uneasy. When the performance is over, the head picks the heart to pieces. After Capellanus. Capellanus wrote The Art of Courtly Love many centuries ago. You really shouldn't want what you can get too easily. You should only want that which you might not get. I want you. Or do I really just want the getting of you? Now I have you. What do I do next? That's the end. But if the end comes, then presumably I want the getting of someone else. Or if not, you do. At any rate, it's not easy. What is to be avoided is the easy attainment of the object. I want you to come to my bower at midnight. I want to tiptoe to the casement. There will be moonlight, or the night will be very dark. I seem to want to wonder if you're really going to come, because I am wondering. I do want to spend a long time in my perfumed bath, however, and to dry myself at sunset, when the light is rosy. I want to spend a long time with my hair, to pick my costume with infinite care, to spend a long time in contemplation of my own beauty. I am lost too far in anticipation to think how it will be when you actually hold me in your arms. I seem to want to study the clock, picturing you lost, wounded, dead. And I imagine that you have forgotten me, have not been possessed by dreams of me in the time we have been apart. I remember everything you said at our last meeting and torture myself with what I do not remember and what I can misunderstand. I am in terror that we are discovered, that the breeze is either too much or too light. When you come, I am still not sure whether you love me completely and forever. There's no question but that I love you with all my heart, that I would sacrifice anything to be near you and to be loved by you. Now I am sure you do not love me at all, and that I am unworthy of your love. I will try to improve, or give myself up as hopeless. Now I see that you are unworthy of my love, and have become rather an embarrassment to me. Then there's also the problem of hurting your feelings. I don't want to have the responsibility of having to hurt your feelings. Moreover, I wouldn't want to make you unhappy because I care about you. No one's filming. It was an existential movie, like smoking Gauloise while they sat drinking espresso in the Café Méditerranée. He had always been late. Even though she knew this, she was always ready on time. Then she would sit on her desk in her rose velour shirt, looking down 8 floors, waiting for him to come. When he came, he was never in a hurry. What was the use? Everything was absurd. Then in the summer, he came in his existential sports car and took her on a terrifyingly fast ride through the hills. She held on to her seat. He drove madly, but without true emotion. What was the use? They might die at any moment. Then he said, I have another girl. She didn't know what to say to this, so she didn't say anything. No one's filming, you know, Anne. He said. It was true. No one was filming. And I'll end with the meaning of meaning. At first, it was enough just to be alive. Then everything would have been all right if the pain went away. Then she wanted to feel comfortable. Then it would have been enough if she had had something to do. Then she would have been satisfied if only she didn't have to do some of the things. Then she wished she didn't have to decide. Finally, a decision was reached, but she still wasn't satisfied. It wasn't enough. She wanted her life to have meaning. Thank you.